Okay, so I have this white kind of plain pickguard, and I got this decal off of Etsy, and I thought putting that there might just sparse, it's so sparse it might just, make it pop a little bit. So theoretically, I can trim this and put it on there without ruining it, which maybe not. And then I'm going to cover it with the bright tone to keep it from getting, scratched off. Which, although it does not say it works on plastics, I put it on the back of the pickguard just to see what would happen. And it's fairly flexible. It hasn't cracked or anything, and it dried, and it's not coming off. So I give it 2 thumbs up for a pickguard. I'm going to give it a go anyway. I screwed everything else up, so why not? Figure out where I'm going to trim it, because I want to make sure I got the whole bird in there. See, I can just never leave well enough alone. Now, my plan is to put that on there awesomely. Use this to squeegee out my eraser that I dry sanded with, to squeegee the water out of it. And yeah, it's gonna be all good. I'm gonna clean this with alcohol because it says to, and I don't really know what's underneath the plastic that we peel off. Is there petroleum, plastic byproducts underneath of this? Or not, I don't know. So, before I blow an $8 decal, I'm gonna follow the directions for once. And then I can say I did it right, man, and it failed, and I don't know why. I'm a good man, and it failed. Okay, 15 seconds, here we go. And it did say put some water on your piece. I guess so it doesn't, suddenly get grabbed. Okay, now it's moving. There it is. Now let's see if I can get the air bubbles and such out, and the water out from underneath of it like you're supposed to. Alright, I'm gonna go with my don't keep screwing with it till it's completely ruined. I'm just gonna go with that. So I'm getting the holes cleaned out using a small X-Acto knife and just stabbing down in there. So I decided to send a drill bit down in there. Anywho, which I'm doing here just by hand. I don't think I would use the bright tone by brush. I would try to spray it. The basic reason is because with the brush you get, probably can't see it in the camera, but you get the imperfections that I've showed you on the body. And since I'm not going to sand and buff this, in certain light where you can see the brush strokes and the little bumps and stuff, it looks like the plastic is still on it, kind of. So that kind of sucks, but it goes with the whole sucky patina of the base. And I've noticed that my holes are not lining up completely, so I'm going to put the screws in just to see where I'm off, and I think just by eyeballing it, but it's hard to tell because there's, like 8 holes here or whatever. I think I'm going to have to shave some of this area off to get it to rotate just a little bit this way, because it seems like these 2 holes here are off. So what I've done is I've just scraped the edge a little bit on both sides, and now I'm going to try to sand it with some 220 here. I'm going to use my screwdriver bit box here. And this actually seems to be working because I can see the black inner layer of the pickguard starting to turn to dust. So I am removing some material, unless of course that's just sandpaper friction material wearing off. I think I might just try to fit that. Okay, victory is mine. Using the sanding block, it's not a perfectly straight line, but my screw holes are all pretty much lining up now. So I decided to put the tuners in, and you've got these little rings, which are a press fit into the holes here, and they don't want to go in at all. So I think I've got dyes and clear coat and stuff in here. So what I've done is I've taken a 747 Super Rock drumstick. Get these from your drummer. Never throw away a broken drumstick, they come in handy. And some 220 sandpaper, and I'm going to try to sand these holes. This guy seems to be going in. So I think what I'll try and do is use one of my clamps that I used when I was installing the neck and see if I can push this thing in there. Hey! Alright, that seemed to work. Okay guys, I got one tuner in. The way they're oriented, you can't put them in the wrong side or anything, so that makes it a little bit simple. The holes the holes lined up on that first one. I thought I had my camera on and I was being clever. So you missed out on all my witty euphemisms and stuff. Okay, there it is. Tuners are in. Alrighty, my next step is to put the insulation metallic tape in the cavity to keep the noise down, and the instruction manual has absolutely no information on that at all in here, unless I missed it, which I've been through this a couple times. I tried to be clever and do a piece on the bottom and cut out for this. Forgot the camera was off. Peeled this off, and this stuff is really thin and it tears really easy. It will also stick to itself like crazy, so yeah. Hopefully that's not going to turn around and bite me in the butt. So anyway, I'm going to try and mold this down the side and then into the center. Well, hopefully you got to see some of that, not just my arm. Okay, I'm going to put the pickup in, or try to. It has all these springy dingies on it, and trying to find those holes could be difficult. Okay, I'm going to try and put the pickguard together. I've got the instructions, so I'm going to orient it and try and figure out which guy goes in which holes. You're going to need a 14 mil wrench and a 10 mil wrench for the nuts. Yeah. Alright, now we gotta get the pickup in. They've kind of pre-assembled it, because the way I'm looking at this goes underneath. So I gotta pull these screws and stuff out, and the black plate actually goes up underneath here. So yeah, let's do that. Where's my screwdriver? Okay, might as well get this plastic off. Oh, so satisfying. Okay. And this input jack is not of the highest quality that I've seen. Wonder what gauge this guy is. This is one thin ass wire. That looks good. Alright. Let's see if these holes line up. You can see the head of that screw, just half of it just fell off. So this guy has to go through this hole here. Awesome. Shouldn't be a problem, I don't think, but I could be wrong. Nope, there he goes. Easy peasy. All right. So I got a couple zip ties. These I had in the garage. Didn't come with the kit. Not that you really need this. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. Ah, I see. Okay. Yep, we got issues. This black plate does not fit in there. So, I'm gonna have to modify that. Sono bombice. There's what's happening. This is too big for the hole. So, I'm going to have to trim off, I'm going to have to cut off. Yeah, let's go see what I can do. Okay, I just threw it on the grinder. Let's see. Well, if I got it, yeah, it should work. We're going to give it a go. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with Crisco. Let's try this again, man. Well, it has strings now, and one thing I have noted is that either the neck is a little cocked, or when they drilled the holes for the bridge, it's a little off, because it seems like if it was just moved over here, you know, just like that, just 2 millimeters, then it would be even. So hopefully it's still going to be playable.
This pickup doesn't line up at all. It looks like it needs to, almost looks like it needs to come an eighth to a quarter an inch to the left.
To this side.
To this direction.
But